Alright guys, so I've been testing out the solar power bank by a company called Jinepin. It weighs in at about 1.3 pounds and it is roughly the size of a small tablet or a large phone or one of those leather notebook planners. Now, it has two spring-loaded solar panels and they will flip out with a press of a button. And here is that button right here. So let's go ahead and press it. Be careful. Just like that. With a third fixed position solar panel in the middle. So hold on to it really good in your hands and don't drop it. Now the solar panels are 320 milliamp each. So 960 milliamp, 5 volt in total. So 4.8 watts of power can be had. It says it has a built-in battery capacity of 46,800 milliamps. So let's go ahead and close the solar panels and click it into place. So not believing that it has 46,800 milliamps of capacity, I took it apart and found that it has two 3.7 volt 8,000 milliamp LiPo batteries. So the actual capacity should be 16,000 milliamps. Now, the outer casing is made out of ABS plastic, and if you look really close, I have my 5 volt fan connected to the USB output port right here. Give me some breeze. If you look at it really closely, like right there, you can kind of see little markings that was made when I was opening it up. Not really too noticeable unless you really look at it up close. It has 4 built-in cables to charge up your devices, and among them is a USB-A PD 18 watt input cable to charge itself up. It is a double-sided USB, so it doesn't matter which way you put it in. Next we have a DC 5 volt at 3 amp micro USB out cable. And the cable thickness is right around there. It is not that thick, but it is pretty sturdy. We also have a 5 volt at 2.4 amp lightning cable out to charge up your iOS devices. And a PD 20 watt USB Type-C output cable. We also have a USB-A output port at 18 watts, a USB-C in and out port. I'm not sure how many wattage that one is. I'll test it in a minute. And also a micro USB input port. We also have an LED flashlight and a LED display screen for the remaining battery life in percentage value. So I've been running this 5 volt DC 0.3 amp, so it is 1.5 watt power consuming fan for a little over 24 hours since yesterday at 12 o'clock, and it is 1:38 today, so 24 hours, 25 hours, and I believe it was set at 83% if I'm not mistaken. And now it is down to 68%. So here it is charging up a power station with the USB-A output port, and it is putting out exactly 18 watts of power. And now I'm using the C input output port to charge up the same power station, and it is dishing out 20 watts. And here I'm charging up the device with the USB-A input cable from the same power station, and the power station itself is dishing out 17 watts. And now we're charging it up via the micro USB port, and whenever it is charging, the second digit will start to blink. And we're using the same power station, USB out, and it is dishing out just 4 watts. And it does charge up and discharge at the same time, which is a really nice feature. Short press the power button to power it on, and the power button is located right on the side here. Now a short followed by a long press powers it off. Now it will automatically power on when one of the input or output port is utilized, so that is really nice. So we have an LED flashlight with 1 watt of output power. So long press the power button to turn it on to the default solid light. Long press to turn it off. Notice the power did not come on. Again, long press the power on. Now short press for the SOS feature. As you can see, the power just came on as well. Short press for the strobe feature. And short press to turn it off. The power will remain on. Now remember some time ago I did a review on a power bank just like this, but it had a hand crank to charge it up as a last resort, as well as a built-in single solar panel on the top and the input ports, and also I believe 3 or 4 cables. Well, this one doesn't have a hand crank, but it does have 3 times the amount of solar panels. So as long as there is sunlight, it will charge itself up without an external power source being connected. However, there is a warning on the product page that if the internal temperature is higher than 45 degrees Celsius or 113 degrees in Fahrenheit, you should stop using the device. And if it goes beyond 80 degrees Celsius or 176 degrees Fahrenheit, it may swell up and explode, the battery that is. Now, there is no way of knowing what the internal temperature is because it does not tell you. So you will just have to take a guess. So don't leave it in your car on the top of the dashboard thinking that it is a good idea to charge up the device. It really isn't. Leave it outside somewhere in the open with adequate ventilation to cool it down if you are solar charging it. Now, because of these built-in solar panels though, this could actually save your life if you find yourself in a very tough situation where your phone runs out of battery and you are stranded somewhere. So these built-in solar panels are a double-edged sword. Now it does fold up and become small enough to carry in your bigger pocket if you do have big pockets, and definitely in your backpack. And the best thing is you don't have to carry around extra charge cables because they are all built in. I really like that idea. Now it does come with a USB-C to USB-C charge cable and a lanyard. Now there's one thing I would have liked, and that is a wireless phone charger feature, perhaps right here on the top of the cover on the folded panels. That would have made it very convenient and practical to use. So there is room for improvement to make it even better, but for what it does deliver, which is to keep your phone or tablet charged up and give you a peace of mind that it can charge itself up via the sun using the built-in solar panels in an emergency situation, it is a very good product. So that'll do it then for this video of the Jinepin's power bank solar charger. I thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time. Nice.